What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. Today I'm super excited. Today I'm gonna talk about list in Python. Okay, but before moving forward, I would like to request all of you, please do subscribe to our channel. If you like our video, do share with your friends, put some comments in the form of feedback. It will motivate us to make such more videos. So see you in the next section. So first thing first, what is list? List is actually a built-in data type from Python library, language, whatever you can say. What is built-in data type? Built-in data type means it is available by default in Python. And basically, if you go if you go a bit deeper, then it will become like Python is a collection data type. Python is a built-in collection data type available in Python. But what is collection? Collection means that it is like combination of multiple elements. It could be anything. Like for example, like collection of integer, collection of characters, collection of strings, collection of floats, whatever you can call it. Like so, list is a collection data type that is again built in or available by default in Python. There are multiple collection data types are available in Python. If you can see in the slide, it's tuple, set, Frozenset, dictionary. I'm not going to talk about all these things in this video because I'll be uploading more videos which will contain all these elements. But again, I didn't mention like arrays over here because arrays are actually a kind of list. But again, there is a difference between arrays and list. I'll explain in the next section. In this section, I'm going to talk about different properties of a list. So it will be easier for you guys to understand, and it will be easier for me to explain the types of operation which we can actually perform over Python if you know the properties of list in detail. As per this slide, the first property is list is a sequential collection of heterogeneous elements. It means all the elements inside a list is always indexed, and the elements could be heterogeneous. It means it is not homogeneous. Means you can have strings, integer, floats, character. There is no constraint with respect to data type. In a single list, you can have multiple data types together. Next thing is very important. List is a mutable object. What is mutable object and what is immutable object? In Python, everything is object. I think all of you guys know. So list is a mutable object. Mutable object means you can change a list, like the content of a list. So as of now, I'm not going to explain the mutable and immutable concept, but I will definitely explain. But as of now, just remember list is a mutable object. Yeah, this is very simple. This is straightforward. Like list will allow duplicate elements. If you want to insert or if you want to update a list with duplicate elements, you can do it. It will allow that. There should not be any error. It is perfectly okay. This is kind of a golden rule for like this sort of properties, right? So see you in the next slide. Okay, so this will be the fun part of this video. So I'm gonna talk about different operation over list. Not talking, I'll be actually performing all different types of operation which actually can perform using list. So I'm super excited. So let's see what are the operation we're gonna cover in this video. So as for the slide, you can see like what are the operation I'm gonna do in this section, like list creation, accessing list elements, slicing from the list, length of a list. So it will be very important for all of you guys, and I'm super excited. So see you guys in my ID. Like I'm using compiler, so I'll directly go to the ID now. Okay. Welcome back again, guys. So here is my ID. I'm using Eclipse and I'm using PyDev plugin. I'm not sure why I'm using that. There is some other idea available, but I'm not sure, like I just doing it. Okay, so our first task was list creation. So for example, we have a list called A, so we can do it like this, either like this or maybe print sorry. So this is a list. So this is one way of like creating list. You can use this list constructor. As of now, there is no value in the list. If you see, it's a blank list, right? So if you want to insert some values, you can do it like 1, or like 2, like 3, like 1.5, like as I told you, you can insert anything. List okay, so this is like this. So there is another way of list creation, like just simply putting the square brackets. So if you put again here, like let me create with B. So the same thing we can do. So this is very simple, right? So what was our next part as per the slide? Like accessing list element. So how you can access any elements of a list, like for example, like before going forward, like I think I should talk about the length of a list. So if you go like this, like okay, so you can like length underscore list, like just like a variable, then you have to use this len and a, and if you print, oh sorry, so 6, right? And then how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it is already indexed, as I told you, like it starts with 0, like 0 1 2 3. So for example, if you want to access like the first element, you have to write like this, like b0, comma, if you want to access another b5, so it will print the first and last element, c1 and r. If you want to do some other stuff like b4, like this. And there is another like very important thing, like for example, if you want to, if you just like this b minus 1, what is going to happen? Minus 1 is always the last element, please remember. But if you put minus 2, what is going to happen? it will be C. It is from the reverse side. If you put -3, C, 1.5. If you put -4, this. If you put -5, 2. And if you put -6, this. Now, could you please tell me what will happen here? See, this is out of range. For example, like for the same thing, if you do like this in the positive side, this is all the same. So while doing from the last element, you have to use -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, like whatever is the length, depending on that you have to use. So in case of minus, it will be always the minus sign and the length of the list. So what is the length of the list? 6. So minus and the length of the 6. If you're using the plus thing, then plus operator, whatever you can say, then it will be like length -1. But -1 is very important thing while you access while accessing the last element of a list. So now how you can access, I think I already covered in this section, like this. So I think this is clear to all of you, right? So you can access in this way. And even the minus thing as well, like right. So I have to remove this. Now what happened? Now I think -2. Fine. So I think this is clear now for all of you. So I'll go back to the slide section now, and I'll see what are the things are listed over there. So see you guys in the next section, that is next section, which is our, I'm not sure what is placed over there. So I'm just keeping this window open for a while for some of you guys want to see the codes. So okay, so see you guys in the next section directly in the slide. Welcome back, guys. As per this slide, we are going to perform looping through the list with enumeration, and looping through the list with enumeration, as well as with some custom index. So I know the last two part is kind of confusing, so I'll show you guys from my ID. So this was our last example. So this is the list. Now I will do looping through the list. This is very simple. For I in B, like this, print I thing. See, everything is printed. Now if someone wants to have the elements along with the index, then how you can go, like for ID X, in ID maybe I, and in enumerate, like this, I think. Yes. And what is going to be here, like you can create another separate thing, like ID see, let's see. So 0 1 1 1, like this. See, everything is printed over here. Like the first element was like, okay, 1 2, the second or third element is 3, fourth element is 1.5. So index is starting with 0. Like if you go like this, so we have completed this two section, like looping through list and looping through the list with enumeration. So now I'm gonna cover the last part with some custom index. So what is custom index? Like, you can do something like this, like comma, like start, like this. This is very simple. I think you can make it like 1. I think so. This will work. This should work. And like this. I'm not sure whether it is going to be capital or small. Let's see. Well, this is not working. I'm not sure what happened. No, I think I did a mistake. Like it was like this, so it will be like strt equals to 1. So earlier the index was like from 0. Now it will be from 1. See, you can do anything. Like if you say 2, it will start with 2. So pretty cool. So this is the complete part of the second slide. So we have covered looping through the list, looping with enumeration, as well as with custom index. So I think this is clear. If you guys having any doubt, please let me know via comments, in just below of the video when I'm going to upload this video over YouTube. So see you guys in the next section. So let me open what is there in the next section. Like I think there will be some more important things. Let's see. Okay, list comprehension. Okay, this is a very important thing. Like I think many of you already know what is list comprehension, but this is a very important thing. Like if you want to have something like in a smaller lines of code, then I think list comprehension is should be used. Like I do use list comprehension very often, so I'll show you how you can actually use it. So this is nothing but again, like how you can do. Let me think. Like where's my Eclipse ID? So let me clear this first. Let me make all this part comment. Hashtag. So now the list comprehension, like as I told you, like how you can actually perform the list comprehension kind of a thing. Like if you do some Google, then you guys, let me show you. Like no, I think you guys can do it from the Google. I'll show you how you can actually perform the list comprehension over here. So this is like for example if you have a string of elements, for example, like okay, list comprehension. How we can do list comprehension? I'm just thinking like which example you guys can take it. So just let's get back to the slide, then it will be easier. I think this is not the right time. Maybe I have to use the proper like example. So let's see. Okay, find an element in list, find the element unique, finding a list frequency of element list, and then finding the element with the things. This is we can do as of now for the time being. I think this is a good example, we can use it, but I'm just thinking like how we can actually use some this thing, like a proper example for this sort of things. Like I really want to show you guys, because this list things are very important, like this list comprehension thing. But I don't think like the slide was like not ordered properly, so I need to use the proper examples, so then I'll be able to use. But don't worry, I'll do it in the later section in the video when I get the correct examples. So as of now, I'm just going to do this: finding the list, finding an element from the list, finding the unique elements in the list, finding the frequency of element within the list, finding the frequency of all element within the list. So this is cool. So first, like let me create another separate list. So maybe L1 equals to like 1 2 3 6 9 0 3 4 2 1 3 and 4. So if you want to find frequency of an element, how you can do it? Like it's very simple, like print like L1 dot 1 means this is very simple, right? L1 dot, just like this. So how many times 1 is there? Like 2. If you put 2, it will be like 3. Like guys, as I told you, like this is very simple. I was doing the syntax wrong syntax. So what I did, like L1 dot count, if you put, it will show you how you can use it. Count, after that you have to put the value. So L1 dot count, and after that I just put the value. So if you forget syntax, don't worry, there is nothing wrong, or there is no crime like if you forget the syntax. But as long as you know how you can like use it properly, like from the Python documentation or library, like it's very easy. So there is nothing to memorize, hard coded or something like that. So like this. Now if you want to see the complete like frequency of all the elements, how you can do it? Like for that, I think we should use the thing like from there is a library called from collections import. I think I need to import counter only, but let's see. Print this should work. See, 2 is 3 times, 1 is 2 times, 3 is 2 times, 4 is 2 times, 6 is 1 time, 9 is 1 time, 0 is 1. This is pretty cool. Like this is in the form of dictionary if you see like properly, right? Okay, so what is next? Like if you want to do in a different way, like what was there, like finding the unique element now. So if you do like print set L1 like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 9, this is actually the unique elements of the list, or all the duplicated, right? So this is also pretty cool things. And the next thing, there is another way of creating it, like how you can like use it. For example, like as I told you, like something related to list comprehension and all. So we can do it like so. If you see here, like how you can see there's another way of doing this thing. Like, this is a dictionary. If you see, I'm not talking much about dictionary, but again, this is a dictionary. This is key, this is value, this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value. In that way it is there, right? Okay, so you can actually do it like this, and let me x on a x no, this is for x in set a. In our case, sorry, this is L1, this is L1. So let me clear you. This is actually kind of comprehension, as I told you like earlier. So this is actually the expression, what is going to the value of what will be the final value of this like thing. This is for x in set L1, means like, as I told you earlier, this is the same thing, but I'm not going to iterate the whole list. I'm just going to iterate through only this element, like so, and after that it is going to count each and every one element from there. So it will be like, first it will go and face the 0 from here, and it will apply this over here, like so it will be 2, and after that the count, or maybe like 0 count, then the next value 1 with the count. So if you create another variable, maybe frequency, just short form of that, like print, let's see the same thing, right? Now you can this is actually a dictionary. Now you can create a list from this dictionary. So this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value. So I am to create a dictionary along from this thing, using like the keys and the values. Like for me, like L2 is one list, so I'm going to cover the list comprehension over here, and L3 will be another list. So I'm going to do that, like for example this. Now this is the key of this thing, right? So how actually you can do it, like how you can actually go one by one and fetching the keys and the values. This is very important, like just think about it. This is very important. Like, as I told you in the previous line, I have already completed one kind of comprehension, but this is not like using list. I just used dictionary, but here I'm going to cover like with this thing, like actual list comprehension. So first check one thing, like what will be, is it going to like do anything over here, like if I do like print like this is a dictionary, like if you print one means this one, right? So what is one actually over here? Can, okay, let's there is no 5 actually, so let's see, then it will be clear for you guys. See, it is saying key error, but what is key error actually? Any idea? Okay, so first this is the key, like this is the keys actually, is X for, like if you, in case of dictionary, like print fairy dot, so this is actually list. So you can create L2 like this, like for I in C. So this is the expression and this is the condition and this is the iterator. So if you run this, see, this has become a list with this, like 1 2 3 2 2 2 2 1. How many, like as I told you, this will be keys, like okay, so if you print like zero, 1 2 3 4 6 9, right? So now if you want to create another list with the values, then how you can do, like this is actually the keys and this is corresponding the values, but if you want to just create a separate list using only the keys, how you can do? I think you already created this thing. See over here, this is already there, right? It's right. But again, there is like you can do in a like differently. Like I'm just thinking how you can do it in a different way, like creating another thing with this thing. Like this is already there, so list string equals to okay. This is fine, this is keys, this is values. So we have completed like two things, this one, and as well as the other stuff like list comprehension using loop. So uh, let's move forward. What is next? Okay, this is also completed. Okay, so next part is insert and append, extension of a list, sorting within the items, and reversing the order of element. So insertion, append, extension, sorting, and sorting with reversing. So I'll do it now. So I'll use this one. Let me create another example with the Delhi, Mumbai, New York. Okay, so print L1 dot sort. What is going to happen? Any idea why this happens? Why this happens? Any idea? Actually, it is not returning any values. So this is the fun part. So after like this is very important. And if you write this thing, if you see this, see, so that is what is actually by using this function, you are completely change the ordering of the objects. Now if you don't want to do this, if you want to assign the value or return value in a variable, then if you want to do it, then you have to use this function L1. Now if I just see what happens now. See the actual like things haven't changed, but this one changed. But there is another thing, like if you want to do it I want to show you like you can do it in a reverse. Like let me check. Like type sorted noise help. I think it is with reverse equals to true, if I'm not wrong. Oh, yes, reverse equal to true. So it will be like it will change the order of the list. Equals to, now it will change the complete order as well. See, this actually okay. So it will be easier for understand, like D equals to sorted L1, like print D, then you will be understand. So this is the order before, and now this is the order. No, sorry, D is like with normal sorting like this, and C is actually reverse from the last element, like it is completely reverse. So another thing, you can do it directly, like without sorting the elements. You can as well do it like create another thing like L1 dot reverse print E. This is also reverse the order. Sorry, oh sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Like you have to do like this. L1, no, this is as well not returning any value. So it is actually reverse this one. This is the actual thing and this is reversed. So this is kind of operation you can actually perform over list. Okay, so let's check our next topic. Okay, I forgot to insert, append and extension. Okay, these are the very important thing, like how you can append. So list append is always at the end. For example, L1 dot append like 99 and print L1. See, it has been added. So if you want to append something at some index, like L1 dot insert with, like maybe you want to insert something at the first as a first element, like 40. 0 is the index. So it doesn't, but what happens if you like put something invalid? Okay, it is there actually. Let's try with 16. It is always going at the back, like not at the back, like will be the last element. So there is nothing like it is going to be throw some index error or something like that. It will be always at the end of this list. So we covered append and insert. There is something different like that is called this thing, like what do you say, extend. So my another thing is this. Now if you want to like have this things like extended, like you want to extend your this list with the value of this thing, how you can do it? You can do using, there is something called extend. Like for example, L1 dot extend, and you want to use this B, and print L1. See, sorry, I put the wrong thing. It should be L2. See, okay, Now you can do it using insert as well, but there is a difference. Like suppose you want to uh, like 0 and then L2. See how it is actually. So this is actually added it as a single element, not like actually it is not adding like all like things are added like separately, but it is actually combination of a single element. So there is a difference. So if you do here like 0, so this is this thing, and if you do like print L1 maybe, so there's a difference between these two things. Like this is combination of like complete list, this is like normal way. So I think this is clear to all of you. Let me open this for a while. Okay, so let's check what is next. Okay, list to string, string to list, list to dictionary, dictionary to list. This is very important. I think dictionary to list we have already seen it like in the last section, like while doing the list comprehension, but I will show how we can create list to dictionary and list to string and string to list. So the classical example is L2. We have here, let me comment everything. So let me first print L2. This is list. Now I want to convert it as a string. str1 equals to like how we can actually like make the list a string. So for doing this we have to use this, and then dot join, and then you have to use like you have to like join all the elements of the list like this. Then it will become a what do you say, like list. From list it will become the string. This is normal, like L2 and print sorry, see, and if you check the type, so what is it is doing, it is actually join all the element along with this thing. So someone will ask what is this thing is doing, so let me show you. And then if you print see, there is no gap actually. So actually this is the delimiter. The way you treat it will do like this. You can put like this, it will do like this. Okay, so it is clear now. So this is, we just converted one list into string. Now this is our string. Like let me make it like as the original. This is our string. Now I want to have this string converted to list. How you can do it? Like there is another thing, like L3 equals to str1 dot split, and you have to put print L3. See, it's become list. And if you check the type just to make sure, list. Now how you can convert list into a dictionary, like I already did it, like in this section, like list to dictionary, like key value pair. I've already did it, like here if you see this one, right, already you have already created one, list to dictionary and dictionary to list, right? This is clear, right? And from dictionary to list we also like covered this. So this things are already covered in our like earlier section, like list to dictionary and dictionary to list. If you are having a dictionary, then you can easily convert this dictionary as a list. Okay, so I'm thinking like what we can do more on top of this thing, like is there anything still pending or not? We did it like this. I think we have covered more or less each and everything. Yes, I think we are covered. I'm just thinking if we can do something, if we can do something extra, like see. Okay, let me show you another thing, like this is this is L3, like what is like this L3. So now I need to create a dictionary with this L3. I'm just doing it for the last time, so it should not be like this. So city2, maybe dictionary I'm creating, then it will be like the I colon L3 I, then the condition for I in length of L3, right? Now if you print this, sorry, see, this is index, this is value, this is index, this is value, this is created already. One dictionary has been created. So this is what you can do. And again, you can create a list from here, like you can separately take this value out, and you can take separately this value out, and you can create another thing with this, right? And how can do it, I think I have already shown you guys, but again, if you want, I can do it again. Like you can create like list for like dict dot keys like this, and sorry, so this is with the values keys, and we can do it as well using the values as well, like there is no problem, actually you can do it like For example, equals to I for I in range length, right? Is this clear to everyone? Right. And if you print this, okay. Saying list index out of range, okay. Something not working. I'm just thinking what could be the reason why this is showing like this. For I in range, I'm sorry, think I did a mistake actually. Like I did completely a mistake. I'm just thinking, sorry about that. Like it would be like this. No, it is fine. I'm just thinking, like, see, like sometimes it happens. Like, so this is dictionary, like list to dictionary, and this is dictionary to list back again. So I have covered each and everything for this list tutorial. If you guys wanted to have something more, please let me know with your feedback, like in the form of comments. I will try to make it more videos like as per your suggestion or request. But please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Do subscribe, do like, do share with your friends, and please let us know how you can make it more interactive, more interesting, so that the learning should be always with fun. So see you guys in the next section, and thanks for all your support, and see you soon in coming week with another episode of Python tutorial. So uh, so have a good day. Bye bye. I forgot to mention three important things like slicing and removing and popping from the list. So let me create another list with list 6, and let me same thing like Kolkata. Delhi, Mumbai, and so how you can remove one element from the list. Like if you do list 6, so now if you print, there are two Kolkata, right? So there is only one Kolkata. Actually remove, search for the element mentioned over here, it removes the first element whenever it's strong. And there is some other ways of doing it, like list 6.pop. It will always remove the last element. And if you see, there is only two elements. And one thing, it is actually returning the removed value. For example, if I take the value like this and print this, see, like this. There is another way of doing it, like if you use del, then list with the index, and let me like this, print list 6. Let's see what happens. See, the Kolkata has been removed from here. So even you can do the same thing using pop, like list 6 dot pop, and how many elements? 0 1 2 3, let me 2, and let me comment this one and print this. See, so in del and pop we can use the index, positional index, but for in case of remove we have to pass explicitly the value. Now the next thing is slicing. For example, it is 0, this is first element, this is second element, this is third element. It's always starts with 0. So if you want to like print some element from start position to end position, that is called slicing. Like for example, if you list 6 and then if you mention like uh, maybe 1 to 3, 1 2 3, it's always like takes this as a first up to this but not this. Like it will not print the third element, but it will go up to this. So you should print Delhi and Mumbai. Like if you starts with 0, then it will print like this. Think, let me Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata. Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata. I think it is again removing something over here, so that is why it should be in Kolkata, Delhi and Mumbai. Like if you don't mention anything, it is by default will take that it always starts from 0. And if you don't mention anything over here and like this, it is always goes up to this. The last element. Like if you don't mention anything, it will go up to the last element, but it is like that time it will take each and every element. For example, if you just one, it will now starts from Delhi. See, this is how it works. This is also important, slicing. So when you don't mention anything in the right hand side, like right hand side just after the this colon, then it will automatically prints up to the last element, including the last element. But if explicitly mention something over here, it will go up to that element, not including that element while doing the printing. So this is clear, right? So that's all. I have completely like covered mostly, I think mostly all the operations or all the different types of functions or methods are available while doing like task using list. So I hope you guys enjoyed.